Hey guys, Chris here with Zbroz Racing. I just wanted to go over a few things with you for when you get your new exit shocks. Whether you're getting a pair of front shocks or a rear shock, there's a couple things you're going to want to check before you go out and hit the trail or the track. First thing you're going to want to do after installing them is you're going to want to check your ride height. This needs to be checked. You need to check it on a flat surface, something solid, a concrete floor in your garage. You're going to want to have it set with the rider on the quad. So you're going to need somebody to help you out, make sure that you get it set correctly. The standard is, with basic motocross setup tires, you're going to want to be just behind the rear of the A-arms. You're going to want to measure from the bottom portion of the frame to the ground. You're going to want to be about 7 1/4 inches with motocross tires, and then just in front of the foot peg, you're going to want to measure about 7 inches. That's going to be correct for, like I said, with the motocross setup and with your the rider on the quad. And then you're basically going to be able to go up with your tire size. But keep in mind that if you go up from an 18 to a 19 or 19 to a 20 or vice versa, when you go up an inch in overall tire size, you're only going to increase a 1/2 inch in your ride height. So you want to take that into account. But that's going to give you a good setup for your motocross setup. You're going to want to be about 7 inches from the lowest portion of the frame to the ground, right in front of the foot pegs, and about 7 1/4 inches just behind the A-arms from the lowest portion of the frame to the ground. Once you get your ride height measured, if you need any adjustment made, you're going to want to basically take a look at your front shocks, and let's say you need to increase some ride height. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to adjust this clip here, which is adding preload to the front shocks. So you're going to want to pull down, and then once you compress this, you're going to see there's a little C-clip. And you can basically just get your thumbnail under there. There's no tools required. You get your thumbnail under there and either push it up or down on the shock body, and that's going to be either increasing or decreasing the preload on the shock or on the spring itself. So obviously moving the clip down the body is going to be adding preload, increasing your ride height. Removing it does the opposite, obviously. So once you get that set, you go out and hit the trail, you're going to want to be able to fine tune a little bit. Let's say you're feeling it's a little bit soft, you want to add a little bit of compression. This is your compression adjustment right here. Again, no tools needed. Just this knob, it's clockwise, is going to make it a little bit firmer or slow down the compression. Counterclockwise is going to speed up the compression of the shock and actually make it softer. So that's pretty basic. We just have the wide range compression adjustment here, make it easy for you to adjust on the trail or the track. If you need the rebound, phone ring, so fun. If you need to adjust some rebound, you need to just be on the bottom side of the shock here, this knob. You're going to want to think of this as basically a bolt head here, and the shaft of the shock is going to be the threads of that bolt. So when you're going to want to be turning it in clockwise, that's actually going to slow down the rebound of the spring in the shock itself. Turning it counterclockwise or loosening that bolt is going to speed it up. It's going to make it rebound and come back to full extension quicker. Again, just a wide range rebound adjustment to make it easy for you to adjust. The only changes on that is if you go to the rear shock here, you'll see you have a collar, a threaded collar for the preload adjustment as opposed to the clip that's exposed. All you do is you get your Allen wrench, loosen up this bolt a little bit, and then you give it a couple turns. Most of the time you can grab the spring itself and just turn it. If you need to add a little bit of preload, turn it clockwise, threading it down the shock body, and that's going to increase your ride height and your preload as well. And then the adjustments on the rear shocks are the exact same for compression and rebound. So again, when you get your new exit shocks, just make sure that you check your ride height first and foremost. That's going to give you a good starting position. Your spring rate is built custom to you, so it's going to be close right out of the box. You're just going to want to make sure you add or remove a little bit of preload to make sure that your ride height is correct. And then from there on out, you just a little bit of fine tuning to make sure it suits your needs out there on the track or the trail. Otherwise, enjoy, and if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or visit the website at www.zbrozracing.com.
Great job, the phone ringing.